Good morning, team. Here we are again, but in a new studio. I love the fact that I'm calling it a studio when it's really just my living room with the table moved out of the way. But we've created a little studio here because it's too hot in the garden. I can do it at 6:30 in the morning and that's about it now, and then the sun comes on my patch. So we've decided to give up on that, unfortunately, because this is not as pretty as the garden. But maybe we'll get back there. Yeah, in September and October we'll be back outside. So for now we are in the new studio, and we're going to do HIIT 7, I think we're on, no equipment. Simple format. There's lots of new people coming on to following these classes on social media, so I'm going to keep it simple, but this is a longer one for those of you who I know have requested longer ones. Again, I like to do short ones, longer ones. Please everyone, give everyone a chance to work out at home. So this is, yeah, HIIT without equipment. You don't need anything, just you and your house. That's basically it. And we are going to do 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. We've got 6 blocks today, and in each block there are 2 exercises that work well with each other. So 2 exercises, and basically we're going to do 45 seconds 15, 45 seconds 15, 3 times through. Each block's going to be 6 minutes, so it is a long one, and we're going to get warm first. So we're ready? Let's do some squats. Take your feet hip width apart, slight turn out, and then let's do some squats. Down a touch. Okay, just 5 minutes-ish to warm up. And as you can see, we are sitting back in the heels, chest is lifted, and we are gonna get the legs warm, reach up with the arms to start mobilizing the chest, the shoulders. Good, and then let's add a circle backwards. Oh, that feels a bit stiff this morning. How does it feel at your end? And as I always say, maybe it's not the morning for you, maybe it's the evening, and you've had a long day, and you're like, I'm gonna do this. Let's change to forwards. Even stiffer. And I did a nice yoga for you yesterday for the legs. So the inner thighs for me are challenged this morning. Let's put it like that. Definitely challenged. One more. Good. Let's do some reverse lunges. I'm gonna bring myself forward a bit. Step back with the right leg. Make sure I'm always visible to you, and then I'll turn on the side. So back, warming up knee joints, hamstrings, quadriceps, all getting nice and warm. Now I'm not cheating, I haven't got the aircon on. Those of you who live over here, I'm sort of coming from the garden because it's too hot, but I'm not going to put the aircon on yet. So let's see how sweaty I get. 2 more, 3 more, so we're even. 1 more, good. Okay, walking burpees. Come to the top of your mat. Reach up, don't jump yet. Let's just walk them through, hands in front, walk back, drop your knees, elbows in, let yourself just roll to the floor. No control there, it's not a press up, it's a lowering roll. So back, knees down, back up, and through and up. I don't want to stand. Good morning, I don't want to stand on you. British people are like, what? You've got ants in your house? Yes, we have all sorts here. All sorts that comes to get you. Angela, you wouldn't be liking it. 1 more. And come back up, face me, open your arms. Let's wake up the back and kick at the same time. So lift your right leg and turn to the right. Left leg, turn to the left. So you've got all our lovely pictures behind me. We're not going to be able to take that down every day to video, so you're going to have to put up with those. But it's of the lovely Willow, really. So it's much better than my face, which is already on your screen every day. Keep nice and wide and open with those arms. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more, so waking up core here as well. 1 more, although the burpee got that as well. Let's side squat, so come to the center and then let's side squat and normal squat. Side squat, lunge-ish, normal squat. Side squat, normal squat. And the normal squat's a bit narrower than the ones we did at the beginning. It's more hip width, but back. Yeah, lunging into it. Sit down in the heels. 2 more. And we should feel pretty ready to go. Let's just do a quick open here, because we got press-ups first. Open here, real diagonal stretch. Diagonal stretch, 2 more. And I will get my timer. So 45 seconds on, team. 15 seconds rest. Move to the second exercise, 3 rounds, 6 minutes. We're starting down the floor. We're gonna start with Swan Dive press-ups and then Dolphin knee drops. So let me go through those with you. Sounds funky, hey? Gonna be a swan and a dolphin. So, hands to the edge of the mat. Let me show you the level 1 option. Elbows out and back, scoop your nose through, push through, forwards. So shoulders are forwards of hands here. And then go back the same way. Yeah, all the way back and back up. So I'll show the levels as we get there. Obviously you can do this fully on your toes or the intermediate level, but this is beginner's level right here. Scooping through and scooping back. And then the second one, we're going to be on our elbows, lifting up, dropping the knees. So this is dolphin position, and then we're going to drop, lift, which is great to work the shoulders, and obviously you get a bit of core in. I'm already hot, this is going to be sweaty. Are you ready? You're not allowed to put your air conditioning on either, Barbara. Sasha. You have to do it in the heat too, even in the house. Right, are we ready? 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So let me start with level 1 of our Swan Dives. You know how to do this, beginners? Can I leave you? Move my hands forward. Scoop through. Now I've got a ski slope position. Yep, so my hands are further forward. I'm bringing my shoulders always above my wrists or slightly beyond. So this would be level 2, where the hands are further forwards. And then let me show you level 3. Scoop through, up dog sort of, down, this is the hard bit, whoa, back. So it's really strong. We've got 3 rounds of these, remember? Up and back and through. Down, up, back and through. Good. Give your arms a rest here. Really give your arms a rest. Ah, dolphin. Shoulder width apart, hands flat. You're going to come up onto your tiptoes. Here we go. And then drop the knees, lift the knees. It's quite easy at the beginning. I've been practicing these in yoga in a much harder way. So I've already got the marks. The mark. So tuck, squeeze your abs in. And again, check your shoulders are above your elbows here, so you're not leaning back or too far forwards. That's it, squeezing into the lower abs, extending the legs, and you can have your legs a bit closer or a little bit further back, doesn't matter. Good, okay. So second round, 3 rounds, remember? Off to Swan Dive. Yeah, choose your level. I'll go back through them all. Hands should be at the edge of your mat. So not narrow, not super wide. You want it just about a little bit wider than your shoulder width. Let's go. And the key is to get the nose down. It really is the key. So beginners, just stay happy. Even a bit closer is fine. So you've got less pressure and you can do the whole thing with the nose touching the floor. And then when you think you got a little bit stronger, there we go, level 2. It's a bit like a dog. sniffing the floor, pushing back. You follow the same route forward as back. Yeah, love it. Strong, feels really strong. You know me, I love all my upper body stuff anyway. But dolphins are next. Let me roll my mat over actually and give myself a little bit of cushioning for these old elbows that are a bit battered. Here we go. So that's it. Squeezing in. It's sort of like a tuck squeeze down and an extension up. And you can internally rotate your inner elbows so you feel them as if they're trying to squeeze together. So in yoga we often put a block here. So the block will be there and you'll be turning your elbows in. Yeah, and internally rotating to squeeze and keep this nice line. And it really works your shoulders. So next time we do that, the last time, think about that. Imagine a block in the middle and you squeeze your elbows in towards the block. Really makes a difference. I'm going to go for the full level. Beginners and intermediate, you know where you are. Off we go. Scoop. Back. So even if you're quite strong, this one is particularly challenging. So you think, oh, I'm all right on full press-ups, but full press-up, Swan Dive style is not as easy. And those of you who are trying the extra chaturanga in yoga, this is really gonna help. This works a little bit different because in chaturanga you got more tricep emphasis. This has got a lot of chest. Yeah, and you get your front delts as well. So we've got one more dolphin. How are we going? This is block 1, team. Another 5 to go after this. Are you firm all right? I'm fine. I'm used to this sweat now, you see, so it's quite enjoyable. Go. So, what did we say? Internally rotate. As if your inner forearms are trying to touch each other, but they're blocked. Yeah? That's it. Squeeze. It's so much quieter in here. I haven't got the birds, have I? I also haven't got the construction site or the hammering from next door. But it is weird to have such silence. I'll get used to it. Pa, pa, huh. Love a dolphin. Extending. Nearly there. Good. So yeah, that's what I've been practicing and holding, of course. Okay. Well done. Block 1. We're going to go straight into squat jumps. Squat jumps and pulsing squats with knee lifts. So squat jumps, simple. But there are two, I want to give you 2 options, well 3. And every time you do the squat jump, if you do the squat jump Tabata, I show all the options on there as well. So you can either do what I would call a halfway squat. So a halfway, let me just turn this off, it's going to beep at me, is it not? Hang on 1 second. Yeah, halfway squat, lift up. This could be you. If you're not jumping or you're a beginner and it's just too much heart rate lift for you to jump, don't. If you've got knee issues, back issues, etc. If you're coming with me, squat, chest lifted, my bum's lower than my hips, jump up. Jump up. One of the most simple, effective, powerful moves for legs. Heart rate lifter, hence fat burner. Second one, we're going to do pulsing squats. So it's going to look like this. You've got a little pulse on, yeah, but with the pulse, we're going to do a knee. So we're going to go pulse, knee, knee, but we're not going to stand up. So it's like hot feet. Ha. Okay? And everyone can do that level, as long as we can just stay a little bit higher if we need to. So are you ready? Squat jumps or squat on your toes. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pa, pa, Now, as I said in the Tabata video, if you've done that one yet, yeah, I often, always reach up. But some people prefer this. Some people much prefer that level. Now I'm not going down as low, so I'm going to drop a little bit lower. So some of you who want more fibre recruitment here and in the butt, drop the hips. Yeah, drop the hips. Remember, we've got 3 rounds of this. So don't go mental unless you are Spartan fit team. And you can go. I was just going to say, did I press go? Well, it feels like forever when you're doing the really hard ones, doesn't it? Okay, pull squat, knee. It's like a little hip hop dance. You're like, no, it isn't, Natalie. It is for me. Boom, ch, boom, ch, boom, ch. You know, I just want to do some beatboxing that I clearly can't do at all. I want to bring the beat on. Boom. You're like, no, no, Natalie, it's not your thing. It's not what you're supposed to do in life. Feel that? Yeah. Little extra pulse there for some of you. Want that little extra pulse? Oh, after that yoga for leg strength yesterday, this is not fair that I'm doing this today. It's all for you lot. It's not fair. Ready. So hip width, slight turnout. Level 1. Hop. Hop on my toes. As I always say, just because you're doing level 1 does not mean this is not a workout. One, it is for you anyway, because everybody has a different cardiovascular capability depending on how much they do. And then secondly, you can go pretty fast on this and get a workout. Let me go back to everyone else who's like, come on Natalie, what are you doing the beginner's level for? Breathe. I don't know why I go opera when I do that, but I just go opera. Ready for hip hop? How's glitter on my mat? Willow's glitter. Squat and I can't help it. But I'll go back to the fitness world and leave the body jam dance world behind. Some of you are like, oh, we missed that. We miss good old barrel rolls and cha-cha-chas. Some of you are like, nope, we're happy with the lunge. We're happy with the squat. Yeah, what it takes to make the world go around, eh? I like it all. I'm a bit of a love it all. Love the combat, love the strong stuff, but I also love my dancing too. Okay, squat. This is the final round. This is the greatest show. That just came in. Willow's favourite song at the minute. So I touch the floor. You don't have to, you can come to here. I like to make you feel comfortable. I like to make you feel that you can push, but you can also pull back if the body is screaming at you. Or you're injured. Or you've just got older knees like me. How are the legs? How are they doing? Is your chest still up? Yes. Must be nearly there. Just in time. Hibbity hoppity. And you love it when the sweat drips into the eyes and you can't see anything. And you're on camera and you've got to look like you can. But I don't lie. This is real fitness. There's not much makeup going on. It's in my living room. There's nobody touching me up in between. That didn't sound right, did it? You know what I meant. Oh, I'd love the lovely Poppy to be coming and doing my makeup in between shoots. That would be nice, and I would actually look all right, wouldn't I? Yeah. Heads there. I'm gonna wipe this sweat out of my eyes on this break so I can see you all again. Woo! Good, take a drink. Take a drink. I've got this great thing here that sprays water. Okay, so obviously that was a high energy block. We're going to hit the abs now, and particularly into cross through rectus abdominis and obliques. Bicycles, boat twists. Bicycles and boat twists. Na 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 na. I know where the ants have come from today. They normally live over there, and me being me, which everyone else is like, no, but me being me, they come out every day, they hatch some new ones, and I just push them outside with my brush. We don't kill anything here. But normally they're not allowed to go past the door. Then I get cross with them. Right, so bicycles, boat twists. Bicycles, there are options, I will show you. And boat twists, we pop up here and then we do our twist. So we want to engage obliques. Think about that. If you've done my oblique abdominal challenge, we focus on really thinking about this set of obliques which comes right around the side and chisels your waist. So it's super important. So let's hit the bicycles, then the boat twists, 6 minutes, and I'll show you how to do each level when we're off. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Okay, so this will be advanced. I don't suggest you go super fast. Maybe at the end we will, but it is more effective to open your elbows and to turn fully from the trunk, yeah, than to do this tight move. You won't get as much expanse of the muscle groups. So really focus on the breath out, yeah, so the squeeze, and then options, tap down, take a little weight off so you're not doing a full extension. That's the advanced, then level 2, and then level 1, you can actually come up from the floor. Yeah? Let's sit up. Let me face you. So remember on this is what's good about the 3 rounds on repeat. You really get to push on second and third round as you know what you're doing. Okay, so twist, advanced, you're in, and again, really squeeze your waist every time. Beginners, you might want to put your feet down, sit up, and do this much more upright. Not that we're leaning back much at all, because we shouldn't in boat. In high boat, we should sit up, but you can put your feet down and get used to this feeling of being upright. So I'm always telling people that in boat, you should be sat on your sit bones, not tucking back onto the tail. It's upright on the sit bones. Yep, the fleshy part of your buttocks. And then you could do a 1 level intermediate, people, and change, yeah, when you feel tired. So there's lots of options. Let me stay here. Bicycles. So again, I'm cradling my head, I'm not pulling on it. Cradling it, opening the elbows, expanding across the upper back, and twisting with breath and with concentration. So I'm keeping my chin up slightly, I'm not chucking it right in here, keeping it lifted slightly and looking across and beyond this outside knee. And really feel it when you're doing it properly. And don't, again, not pulling on the head like this, opening and cradling it. sitting up tall. And 3, 2, 1, go. You can go higher if you wish. It gives you a little bit more work because you're twisting further out and across. So if you want to do that, you can advance people with your legs off. Super advanced, you could be here. You could be doing the whole thing with your legs higher, which really engages your lower abdominals a lot more. That's obviously only if you can stay upright. If you lift your legs but you end up back here, you're not ready to lift your legs yet. You need to be able to lift them and hold them high with your back straight and lifted as well. So the key is to be able to do both. So don't worry if you can't, because that's really hard. Just bring your legs back to here and come into that position. One more round. Oh, I see this shiny sweat. I'm not lying, it's even hot in the house. That's why we need air conditioning here. 3, 2, last round team, go. Boom, 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 do, do, do. I think you lot should send me songs in that I should a cappella, I'm saying sing. Do my version of it. Sasha's like, yeah, nah, yeah. Do my manly version of it. Send me male songs to sing. So remember the options of tapping your heel down. Yep, or coming up and across. This was your other option. Pa, pa, ta, ta. Ah. Tell you what else we've got in the house that I am so happy that he's just arrived, is Larry the baby lizard. He's up there at the minute and I'm just hoping he stays. We had one for ages and then he left, or maybe the cat got him. That was in the last house. So Larry's a baby and he's just arrived and he's eating all of the flies that come in. And I just love him. Sorry to those of you who think that's a nightmare. But lizards are amazing, they clean your house. But they do when you live here, because as soon as you open the door, the flies come in. So Larry, baby Larry, keep eating and you'll grow big. And we'll look after you. Keep high, away from the cats. Suits me living here, eh? All the little things that happen, that come in and live in my little world. Gah, 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 gah. I was just going to strap my legs there. We're flying. So that is actually halfway, because that was number 3. Let's have a look what we got next so you can prepare. Oh, it's burpees. Have a good drink of water. Feels great. This is just the best invention ever, isn't it? I forgot that I had it, and then we found it. Yes. Okay. So, donc, pues, en español. Burpee, normal. Y burpee con, I have no idea, patada de burro, donkey kick. I'm just making that up, I'm sure it's not that. But yeah, burpee with donkey kick. So let's see what that looks like for all the different options and all the different levels. Normal burpee, I'm sure most of you or all of you near enough know how to do a burpee. You should start at the top of your mat with your mat behind you. That's where a lot of people go wrong. They start here and come forward, and it's not. It's the jump back that really, or the walk back, that really starts to engage your abdominals and you get that core fix as well. So, up, in front, I put my hands down in front. So you can bend your knees as much as you want here, and some people might, might be much better if you put your hands further in front. So it doesn't matter where you put your hands as long as they're in front of your feet. Shoot back and drop, and literally you do just drop. Push up, jump in and jump at the top, and you can walk that, you can jump it, whatever. Now the second one, the same process except you add a donkey kick just after you push back up from the floor. So you do all of this, and then from here, and again if you do yoga with me, one of the processes towards handstands, you just do a kick like this. And some of you might be there. Some of you might be able to do a longer one. Yep. Yep. So you do donkey kick, down, jump in, and up. Okay? And if some of you do go to handstand, take it, hold it a little bit, do whatever feels right. But don't worry whatever level you're on. So burpee, burpee, donkey kick. Are we ready? I'm already tired, we haven't even started yet. I've got 6 minutes. Shall I just watch you lot? Shall I do that? Ready, steady, vámonos. Put that down. Normal burpees. Let me do a couple. One more. Advance, see how I'm just dropping and my hands are just outside my chest. And then I'll come with you beginners. Hands, shoulder width, knees down. Down you go, elbows in, push up, walk in. You can go up on your toes if you wish. That would be a good option instead of the jump. So again, and some of you might want to do like a hybrid version of this. Maybe you try the jump back, but the jump in's harder and you walk in. You know me, whatever works that gets you off the sofa. Whatever does that, we're happy. And the advanced level are like, we're pushing it, Natalie, come on, we're pushing it. Burpee donkey kick, so all the way down to the floor. Back up, put the kick in, and then finish the burpee to stand. So down you go, back up, little jump, either jump in or walk in, so you can do the whole thing. And here's another option actually. If you don't even want to do the donkey kick your bum twice, one leg each, and up. Advanced, you with me? Up to handstand. Let me see ya. There's nothing better in life to me than a handstand. I love the things. I'm going to stay here because it's just burpees. So if you finish here next time, you can take a rest. Start your burpee from here. Normal burpees now, no donkey kicks. Second round. Oh. This is the greatest show, and it's never been. Goes on forever when they're hard. How does that work? Can I stay down? Ah! I'm not loud. It didn't beat for me. Burpee with donkey kicks. Alright, so we love it. Go. So, yeah. Bottom needs to go up, and if you watch my yoga videos, up here, above your hands, but with bent legs. The pike is much harder. I won't make you do that. Walking option, always. La la, la la, boom, boom, la la la, choo 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 choo. Or mini jump, getting used to that feeling, and then jump in, and you get your abs. And if you are doing the full donkey kick, shoulder workout. One more round. Back to normal burpees. Flow through and just get them done. It's the only way. And I'll put my hands down so that my chest, sits right next to my hands here. Elbows in. Some people do more out here or turn the hands. Much better if you can keep it in because you're going to get a tricep workout. Yep. what it sounds like. I make a little rhythm out of everything. Da, da, da. Whenever I go for a run, which isn't very often, well, a long run, I do sprints every week, but I'm not an endurance girl. But if I do, now and again, 3, I make a rhythm out of the breath. I make a full rhythm and a little song out of my running breath. How are we doing, team? This is it. Come on. Here we go. Let's get some energy on board. Yeah. Wiggle those arms, advanced people. Nice. And stop. Collaborate and listen. That was hard work. Pulsing lunge, jumping lunge. It's gonna get hard again. I'll have a break. It's funny how advertising works, doesn't it? So strongly, like for the rest of your life. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. What? Like I'm gonna have a Kit Kat? But it works. Oh, the psychology behind it all, hey? And that was when I was a kid. So it's still there. But I tell you what, I don't have a Kit Kat. I changed that. It didn't work on me. It didn't work. How we doing, team? Okay, so we have 2 blocks left. Let's get back to reality. We're going to pulse a lunge, and then we're going to either step a lunge or jump a lunge. So what we'll do is, as well, on the last round, because we've got 3, on the last round we'll do half and half on the timing for the pulse lunge to make it even. So we're going to start with the right leg forward and do pulsing lunges. Okay, so we'll go through all that. That's going to suit everybody. And then 2 options for the more dynamic second part. We're going to either, I'll give you 3 choices. You can either step forward, which is a little bit more pressure on your knees. So those of you who have any knee issues or older knees, step backwards. Less pressure, yeah? Or jump lunge. Now, no cheating. I've taught for years. I know you're all going to cheat. I don't want to see this. Makes me laugh. Because it's like 80s aerobics. But I see it all the time. La la, da da. None of that. It must be jump, switch in the air and land in a lunge. Switch in the air and land in a lunge. There's the rhythm again. Okay, so you ready? Right leg forward, left leg back. Pulsing lunge. In 3, in 2, in 1. Here we go. Tiny pulses. Now, what we're aiming for in a lunge, or the Americans I think call it a split squat, so lunge to us, is the back foot is permanently on the toes. There's no heel drop, yeah, unless you're taking a break, and you can't, and you need that break. The heel is permanently off. The front knee is over the ankle, so I'm not pushing it beyond or back. I'm keeping it over the ankle, tucking my tail, and lifting so my back is straight. And I don't go super low, but you might want to. Again, my knees are old. I keep saying that, don't I? But they are, because it's all been sped up in my life. I did that much jumping on them at a young age. They're like 20 years older than they should be. So yeah, I don't go super low, but you can hover just above the floor if you wish. So now, let me go through the 3 levels. If you're going to go straight into jumping, then when it beeps, off you go. Okay, I'm going to do forward. And if you do, again, make sure that you are stepping far enough forward with your back straight. Yeah, you're not doing a small one where your body's leaning. It's like a soldier. You do not drop your chest. And the reverse, chest up, chest up. Yep. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Let the storm rage on. The heart never bothered me anyway. Left leg. The heat. Okay, let's pause. So this is my worst knee, one I had an operation on years ago. So again, as soon as I tend to do this, I feel a little pull, so I'll pull back till it gets in the right position for me, and I can work on my thigh muscle strengthening, yep, rather than pushing the knee into an awkward position. So check that out for yourself too. I dig in with my front heel. So push the energy down here, and then push the energy down into the back toes. So it's literally like the back heel's lifted and the front toes are lifted slightly, and you will really get butt workout left leg. Yeah, quadricep, hip flexor opening, yeah, on the back leg. Now you choose, I'm going to go for the jump. Choose your options: forward lunge, backward lunge, jumping lunge, smiling lunge. So I don't go super fast, but you can, if you can make sure that you land in the lunge. What do we not want? And 1, and 2, and 3. We're not on the offbeat. We're not on the offbeat, we're on the on the 1, on the 1, on the 1. Swing your arms. It's fine. It helps. It helps. It helps. It helps. It helps. The power is from both feet at the same time. The plyometrics is important that you move off the floor. Anti-aging, you know. So we're going to half and half on my guess of time. Right leg, left leg back, here we go. Sweat is dripping down my legs. This is the penultimate one, guys. After this, we only got one more. Switch it up. I might have been a little bit long there. You're like, we're lopsided, we're suing you. We're suing you, we're much more toned on the right leg. Oh, give you that quad. I can't. Yesterday's yoga for leg strength. Whoa. I think we did half and half-ish there. Good guess. Do yoga for leg strength. Because I tell you what, that's a hard one. Even if you don't like yoga, do it. Jumping lunge, jumping lunge, swing your arms. I'm nice and warm. I'm a little bit deeper. Steadying myself on these plyometric jumps. And it is all about your fast twitch fibers. And those are the ones, the green light, the fast results, and your anti-aging, younger looking fibers. It's no good having lots of red. Endurance athletes, fine, but you need a bit of this too. You need a bit of this too. Well done. Okay. What have we got last? Planks, planchas. So we're going to do a plank with a leg lift. So like leg pull prone in Pilates. and up and down plank. Fast or slow, you can choose. Drink, won't have that too long, we'll get going. Oh, nice spray. You want one of these, don't you? Right, rigged HIIT. Vamos. Let's do the first plank on your hands if possible. Only go to elbows if you have a wrist issue. So let's go to hands and stay on hands and do leg pull prone, but you can do this on your knees. So I will show you that. We'll just get going on your toes or on your knees plank. Are you ready? 3, 2, and 1. So it looks like this, and it looks like this. We're going to control it. We're not going to do this because that's a walk. That's walking the plank. We're going to lift, drop, lift, drop. So I'm going to about hip height. Yeah? There you go. And my shoulders, yes, always above my wrists. Not moving at all. Nothing is moving apart from the leg. So options. You're like, why didn't you give me an option, Natalie? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, this is level 1. Lifting the knee off. But I'm not sitting back. See the difference? The hips are staying forward on ski slope position. Imagine in your ski slope, shoulder blades down to your bottom. Yep. Let's do the second one. So the second one, protect my little elbows again, comes from the top, down and back up, but you can do this on your knees. Let me start with the beginners this time. Okay, let's go. So down and up. So beginners, you're going to take your time because you're going to focus on not sitting back. This is what I see all the time. Hips stay here. You put your hand where your elbow once was. You put your elbow where your hand once was. It isn't this. It isn't that. So you don't put your hands in front. You put your hands there. Hup. So you go to that perfect plank. And you can change your lead arm every few sets to make sure you're not going on the stronger arm all the time. Yep. But see how I'm not pushing back. You've got to keep your hips here to work the core at the same time. And of course, you're pulling your tummy in, aren't you? Yes, you are. I wish I could hear you all going, yes, I am actually. I have been the whole time, Natalie. What are you talking to me like that for? I wish I could hear you. Yo! Even the moans, I miss the moans. I miss the moaning and the grunting. I always used to say, it's like a spitting sawdust gym with loads of and Leah tells me that's what she does. And the kids say, why are you grunting and Natalie's not? But the reason is only because I'm on the telly. It's all fake. Sebas, are you listening? Setanta, Santiago. A little shout out, boys. Okay, up and down plank. Oh dear me. Supposed to rub it in. Rub it back in. It's good for your body. You're like, ugh. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go with the advanced this time. Beginners on your knees. Now, if I didn't have my sore elbows, good excuse, Natalie, I would be going a lot faster. So advanced should look like that, but it does actually really hurt on there. So I'm going to go slower. But see how I'm keeping my abdominals up. I'm not dropping my hips, so I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm not putting my hips down each time. I'm keeping them off and drawing a straight line underneath my body. Yeah, and try and breathe out when you come up on those, because that's your push and your exertion. We have 2 minutes to go. So, leg pull prone. 3, 2, 1, here we go. And you can choose just to alternate your breath. Or if you're breathing too fast for that, and just go breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, or breathe out, breathe in. It's fine. How's your arms? How's your shoulders? Could you jump in a handstand now? No. 12 seconds. You don't have to go fast to make it work, do you? Okay. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1. Here we go. After a few, swap arms. Even this has got a little rhythm going up, we're marching down the street. I don't know what's wrong with me. 10 seconds to the end. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! We did it. Quick drink. Wipe up the sweat, stretch, and what I normally say is you can go home, but you already are. You can go to the sofa. I want you to actually go back, once you've had a drink, go back and lie on your tummy. That wasn't a real big heart rate lifter at the end. So we don't feel like we have to cool down too much with the heart rate. But if you do, I always suggest that you pause me, okay? Pause me and go for a walk around your living room or wherever you are. And wait until your heart rate's cooled down a little bit more, calmed down a little bit more before you drop into the stretches. Okay, so we're gonna go for our Sphinx, here, and push. Remember Dolphins at the beginning? Seems so long ago. So we're pushing the chest through and up. And then if you feel like you have the capability in your back, go a bit further up. But if it's not right for you, don't. And if you want to do it up dog style, bring yourself a little bit further forward with your hips and your shoulders back. And then push up and over. Open your knees out to the edge of the mat, tuck your toes in, and stretch. Lovely child's pose. Oh, much nicer. No, you know I love the kick. Love the adrenaline, don't know what I'd do without it. And then let's stretch the shoulders. We did quite a lot on the shoulders today, especially at the beginning with your swan dives. So let's just bring your hands underneath your shoulders and slide through with one arm. Pop the head down and the shoulder down if it's available to you. If not, come higher. And then advanced people, if you're happy down here, you can wrap. You can tuck your fingers in and round the back. And then switch. Let's switch. Come back up. And then let's do quads. Let's do quads lying down for a change. Bringing the foot heel in towards the bottom. And what you can do here to make it work a little bit more, because some people that's actually quite easy and they feel nothing. So what you need to do, you can do whatever you want with this arm by the way, what you need to do is push your thigh muscle into the ground, lift up a little bit, and then as you push your kneecap away from you, let it extend away, push away, open up the front leg, and then pull the heel in. So you're pushing the kneecap back and away from you. And that gives you that real length on the quad. Switch. Now this one's a little bit tighter after yesterday's yoga. It's not a long one, but it certainly works. Great. Come back up. Come sit. Baddha Konasana. Always a nice one to do to stretch the inner thighs. Inner thighs. Shoulders pull back, chest opens up. Here's a question that I'm not going to hear your answer to. What was the best advert you can remember from your childhood that literally used to make you think, or you used to love it when it came on the television? Or mine was the Coca-Cola advert, which clearly I'm totally against now, but anyway, break that in. But it worked, again it worked. Which, showing my age, pull your knee into your chest, and then without the knee leaving your chest, let your heel lift. Now some of you might stop here because the knee wants to leave, don't let it leave. Sit up tall, some of you might get a little bit further. So mine was, first time, first love, oh what feeling is this, electricity flows. Do you remember? With the very first kiss, like the break in the clouds, and the first ray of sun. Loved it. Loved it. Was that everywhere in the world? Sasha, did you have that? Did it just go out around the world? Remember, keep your name. I used to come on, I was like nearly crying. It was all about a girl and a boy and falling in love. Oh, it totally worked. I'm sure I drank Coca-Cola just because of it. And then the Christmas one, which, you know, depending on where you live and your culture, you might or might not have had. Holidays are coming, holidays are coming. So listen, I would love more feedback from you. I'd love you to just write me some silly messages on Instagram or whatever. Come talk to me. Tell me which is your favourite advert. Tell me, talk to me. There's a few of you send messages and the rest of you are so quiet, please. I know you're in your house and you've gone into hermit mode, but hermits, come and chat, because I'm lonely. I need you. Up and over. Tell me your favourite advert. I want to hear. And the first ray of sun, I can feel it inside. Something new has begun, and it's taken control of my body and mind. It began when I heard it. Much too high for me, that Sasha. Could you do the first bit, not the second? So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thankful, as always, particularly as well to my lovely Patreon team. And I hope you're enjoying all the videos. Please talk to me. Lots of love.